Hi, I'm Denise. Thank you for watching my video. Today I'm going to talk about the sound I will talk about how to make this sound. I will talk about which letters make this sound. I will give you some notes about the sound. And I will give you some words to practice saying with me, which contain this sound. I will also give you some words to compare, words which contain similar sounds. And finally, I will give you some sentences to practice with me. So let me begin by talking about how to make this sound. This sound is a nasal sound. That means that we use our nose when we make this sound. We do that by blocking the air from coming out of our mouth and instead letting the air come out through our nose. We block the air with our tongue, specifically with the back of our tongue. If we pretend that my hand is my tongue, this is the front or tip of my tongue, and this is the back. So I raise the back of my tongue. I raise it so that it touches the top of my mouth, my soft palate. I raise the back of my tongue so it touches the top of my mouth and blocks the air. Once I raise it, the air can't come out of my mouth, so instead it comes out of my nose. This is a voiced sound. That means that our vocal cords vibrate when we make this sound. So I'm going to raise the back of my tongue. When I do that, the front of my tongue remains low in my mouth. It is back behind my bottom teeth. I hope you can see that. Okay, the back of the tongue is raised, the front of the tongue is low in the mouth. Some people confuse this sound with the sound which is this sound, made by the letter N. With this sound, I raise the front of my tongue and I touch the top of my mouth behind my upper teeth. Both of these sounds are nasal sounds. They both use the nose. They both push air out of the nose. The difference is in the tongue position. I said for this one, I'm raising the back of the tongue. The front of the tongue is down, low. But for this one, I'm raising the front of the tongue. So these are both nasal sounds, but the tongue position is very different. Okay? Back of tongue, front of tongue. Okay? All right, let's go on, and I will talk about which letters make this sound. When we have the letters N and G together in a word, we get the sound, as in the word ring and the word singer. In each of these, NG is making the sound, it's making one sound, the sound we're talking about, okay? But we can also get this sound when we have some other letter combinations. When we have the letter N followed by C, as in the word uncle, we get the sound. The letter N here is making It is not making, so it's not making no. That letter N is making In this word, we have the letter N followed by K. So in many other words too, when we have the letter N followed by K, we get the sound. So we're not getting we're getting Here's the word bank. And when we have the letter N followed by the letter X, we can also get the sound. Here's one example in the word anxious. Anxious. So N is making it's not making n. In each of these three letter combinations, the C, the K, and the X are all making a K sound. So when we have the letter N followed by a K sound, we often get So most of the time we have NG, and that's what most people recognize. Ring, singer. But we can also have these little letter combinations also making Now I'd like to give you some notes about the sound. When we have the letters NG at the end of a word, we always get Here are two examples. Ring, sing. We often have these letters at the end of verbs. We will have a verb with an ing ending. Whenever you see this ing ending, you can be sure that the ng is pronounced Here are some examples. Going, reading. So ing is pronounced ing. The ng is making We often also have adjectives with an ing ending. And here are two. I have interesting and exciting. So the ing ending, the ng part, makes ing. When the letters N and G occur in the middle of a word, we usually get two sounds. We get the sounds and g. I have written two examples up here for you. Longer and single. So we get for the ng, long, but we also get a g, longer. And we have sing and also a g, single. Longer, single. So we get this in many words, but there are many exceptions also. In these three words, I have only one sound for the letters ng. This is hanger, ringer, and singer. So there are many exceptions. Here I'm only getting one sound, here I'm getting two sounds. Also, with some words, for the letters N and G, we get N and G, as in the word engage, and N and J, as in the word engine. If you want more information about these sounds, please see my other videos about the sound N and about the sounds G and J. Here are two more exceptions, the words length and strength. In these two words, which are both one-syllable words, we do have two sounds for the letters N, G. But this time, we have the sounds and K. We do not have and G. Instead of G, we have K. This is length, strength. So, for NG, we have leng, and then we have a K. K. Length, strength. When we have the letters N, G, E at the end of the word, we get the sounds N, J. We do not get okay? N, G, E equals N and J. As in the words change and plunge. Okay? So the letter N is making a N sound with the front of my tongue raised. And then we also get a J for the letter G. Change, plunge. We do not get Now I'd like to give you some words containing this sound to practice saying with me. Here are some words containing the sound. Please practice saying these words with me by repeating them after I say them. The sound does not occur at the beginning of words in English. So I have two columns of words here where the words in the first column have in the middle of the word, and the words in this column have at the end of the word. These two words have only in the middle. These four words have and g, and these four words have and k. Please repeat these words after me. Hanger, hanger. Singer, singer. Angry, angry. Finger, finger. Longer, longer. Single, single. Drink, drink. Thank, thank. Function, function. Uncle, uncle. Okay, how was that? Pretty good? All right. Let me just say a couple of short sentences for you. The angry singer put his finger in the drink. The angry singer put his finger in the drink. Okay? My uncle thanked me for the function. My uncle thanked me for the function. Okay? All right, let's go on to the next column. In each of these words, the letters N, G occur at the end of the word. And of course, the sound is ng. Please repeat these words after me. Ring, ring. Sing, sing. Bring, bring. Long, long. Wrong, wrong. Strong, strong. Nothing, nothing. Morning, morning. Going, going. Stopping, stopping. All right, is that okay? All right, here are some comments. With this word, and also this one, and also with the word young, if I add the letters ER or EST, then I get both and a g sound. So this word is long, but if I add ER, I get longer. So I get plus g, longer. If I add EST, I get longest. So I get and g, okay? That occurs with long, so long, longer, longest. It occurs with strong, so this is just but if I add ER, it becomes stronger. I get both and g. If I add EST, I get strongest, both and g. Strong, stronger, strongest. All right? And then one more I added here with the word young. So the ng here is just but if I add ER or EST, I get both and g. Young, younger, youngest. All right? Okay. And also these two words down here are verbs. I just added the ing ending to them. And of course the ng of that ing ending is going, stopping. On this side, I have added that ing ending to 3 of the words from this side. So I have bringing, ringing, and singing. We get 2 sounds in these words. There's no additional g and there's no additional k. There are just 2 sounds. Bringing, ringing, singing. Of course, we get a vowel sound too. Now I'd like to compare some words with similar sounds and have you practice them with me. Now I'd like to practice saying some similar sounding words with you, and please practice saying these words with me, okay? The words in the first column end in the sound n. This is the sound that is made with the letter N, and the sound where we raise the front of our tongue and touch the ridge behind our upper front teeth. The second column these words end in the sound. This is the sound I've been talking about today, where we raise the back of our tongue to touch the top of our mouth. And the words in the last column end in the 2 sounds and k. First I will say the words down each column, and then after I will say the words across each row. In each particular row, the beginning sounds of each word are the same, but the ending sound or sounds differ, okay? All right, let's go. Let's start with this first column, and please repeat. Ban, clan, ran, pin, sin, thin, win, done, sun, stun. And these 2 words have the same pronunciation, okay? All right, let's do the second column. Bang, clang, rang, ping, sing, thing, wing, dung, sung, stung. All right, and now the last column. Bank, clank, rank, pink, sink, think, wink, dunk, sunk, stunk. All right, now let's read the words across, okay? And please distinguish between the last sounds of each word. Ban, bang, bank, clan, clang, clank, ran, rang, rank, pin, ping, pink, sin, sing, sink, thin, thing, think, win, wing, wink, done, dung, dunk, sun, sung, sunk, stun, stung, stunk. All right, let's go on. Here's some more words to practice. This time though, the words contain the sounds that we're interested in the middle of each word. In the last set of words, the sounds that we are interested in occurred at the end of the words. All right. As with the last set of words, I'd like to first read down each column, and then after I will read across each row. Please practice saying these words with me. The words in this column contain the N sound. Banner, sinner, winner. The words in this column contain the sound. Banger, singer, winger, dinghy, hanger. The words in this column contain and k. Banker, sinker, winker, dinky, hanker, anchor, ankle. And the words in this column contain the sounds and g. Anger, angle. All right, let's read the words across. Banner, banger, banker, sinner, singer, sinker, winner, winger, winker, dinghy, dinky, hanger, hanker, anchor, anger, ankle, angle. Okay, time for sentences. Finally, it's time to practice some sentences. Here are some sentences containing words with the sound. Please practice saying these sentences with me. Please repeat each sentence after I say it. First, I will read each sentence slowly, and then I will read it a little bit faster. Okay? Please repeat. The singer sang a song. The singer sang a song. I sung a song after the sun sunk. I sung a song after the sun sunk. I think this thing is too thin. I think this thing is too thin. They ban loud bangs at the bank. They ban loud bangs at the bank. The youngster's pink blanket was wrinkled. The youngster's pink blanket was wrinkled. The strong young Mustang swung his tail at an angle. The strong young Mustang swung his tail at an angle. Every morning, ducklings dangle their wings along the bank of the river. Every morning, ducklings dangle their wings along the bank of the river. Okay, that's it. We're finished. Thank you so much for watching this video, and please watch my other videos as well. And please subscribe to my channel. I'd love to have you come back and watch all my videos. Thanks. Bye.